So look at that smoke. Instead of just wafting up, it's being blasted to the right by this makeup air section that's supposed to have a diffuser on it, and instead I can feel it just blowing all the way down. So it's taking that smoke, smashing it against the back wall, and then we're getting some of it out the sides. The original complaint is that this grill sometimes it just blows itself out, turns itself off. But the in-house guy has replaced the gas valve, the standing pilot, the orifices. There's no reason mechanically for it to be blowing itself out. But I'm looking at that and wondering if, because right there I can feel it coming from the top. I wonder if it doesn't just blow it out sometimes. I always try to figure out, well, what's changed, if this is a new problem. But one thing I can feel is when this is back in place, the air disappears from down here. I think we need to put this back in place as best we can, and then get a diffuser made. Can I screw into that? Yeah, not really. Yeah, there's an inner wall, outer wall. I think you can. Alright, I know you can't feel it, but so I removed that skin that basically became a diffuser, and now I don't feel any air at all on my hand. There's a lot of air right there blowing straight out where it's supposed to. So that should stop blowing the smoke all around and possibly stop blowing out the burners. So yeah, this is our hood. We are jumping. No issues with that. No issues with our makeup air. Our belts are looking good. We got lots of airflow. I also want to note that this location still has a 1/6 horsepower motor. I did a previous video on this. The internal guy replaced this. It has a 1/6 horsepower motor where a 3/4 is supposed to go. And the thing's on fire when it runs. I told them they need to change it ASAP, and they were like, yep, we'll do it. Here we are. Okay, so in Discovery, I think we've got another issue, and that is that this is the thermopile that holds the pilot on, and they're having an intermittent problem. But look, this isn't supposed to just be wallering around like that. It's supposed to be secured in like this one. Right? It is in place in the flame, where this guy is allowed. And you won't see it, but it's the way it moves all around. It bends away from the flame. I just moved it a little bit and pulled it out of the flame, and about 30 or 45 seconds later, the flame dropped out. So they need the right thermopile. They've got something in here that works, but this is not. It's not right. And now look at our smoke, by the way. Yeah, the smoke is wafting straight up and out. It's not blasting to the back wall. Okay, so this upper burner keeps going out inconsistently, and that's because it is not. This is hot, so I can't. I've bent it to make it work. You see how this is moving around in there? That can't be like that. Can't move around, because then it's getting out of the flame, and then it's killing the gas. So we've either got to get the right one, or we've got to get it installed correctly. So after explaining to the boss that this 1/6 horsepower motor is still in place, we've been given the go-ahead to replace it. I'm aware we didn't show any of this, but new 3/4 horsepower. Wow, 3/4 horsepower motor. It takes a 15, so we've got a 15. It's running a 4-wire. So it makes it as easy as possible, both brown wires to that, black and white wire to the contactor. And now, we got wind, baby. That's what you're
huh.